Hello, everyone, and welcome back to This Day in History, our nightly look back at a specific day in history, where we take a look back at the events of the day, the historic context in which they took place, and the historic ramifications of those events. As always, if you have not yet, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification icon to be alerted anytime I post new content, and tell a friend. And without any further ado, This Day in History, July the 1st. And on this day, in 1867, three separate colonies united, the province of Canada, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick, to form the Dominion of Canada. Over the ensuing years, Canada would gain increasing independence from the United Kingdom, which would culminate in 1982 in the Canada Act. But this was the day in which three separate colonies came together to form Canada. And I thought I would share some fun facts about our neighbor to the north. There are two official languages in Canada, English and French. And this is because of the province of Quebec. And to be quite honest, Quebec would like to leave Canada. There's a very strong separatist movement in Quebec, and that is due to the fact that Quebec was settled by the French and not the English. So they see themselves very much as distinct and different than the rest of Canada. Canada is the second largest country in the world in terms of land. It is a massive country in terms of land. In terms of population, the second quarter 2020 estimate was right under 38 million Canadians, which is less than the number of people that live in the state of California. For a comparison, California is right under 40 million people, and Canada is right on the doorstep of 38 million. Canada has a federal parliamentary system of government and is a constitutional monarchy. Elizabeth II is still the Queen of Canada. The Prime Minister of Canada is currently Justin Trudeau, and Mr. Trudeau has been the Prime Minister since 2015. In the 2015 elections, he won a 7-seat majority in the House of Commons, and in the 2019 election, when he faced his first re-election opportunity, he lost the majority and formed a minority government. And the current leaders of the party is Andrew Scheer, who is the leader of the Conservative Party and the leader of the official opposition, although he will be stepping down soon. There's a leadership election going on. The third largest party is the Bloc Quebec, which is a separatist party located only in Quebec, but because of Quebec's large population, it is the third largest group in Parliament, despite the fact that it only received 7% of the vote. And the fourth largest party, but in terms of votes, was the third highest party, is the New Democratic Party, which is a socialist party. and they are the fourth. The fifth is the Green Party, which received 6% of the vote, and then you have independents. One interesting thing that occurred in this election that was an oddity is, although Justin Trudeau won the most seats, his Liberal Party received the second most votes. They were the second highest party in terms of popular votes. And this is partly because of the fact that the Conservatives really racked up in Western Canada. So Trudeau cleaned up in other parts of the country, and the Conservatives cleaned up in Western Canada, where some of Trudeau's environmental policies are unpopular. But Trudeau was able to form a coalition and is now leading a minority government. Although he didn't really form a coalition because he didn't put anyone in his cabinet. So it's a coalition, kind of, sort of. He's the largest party and relies on the votes of the left-leaning parties to get legislation passed. Now, I want to show you something. I have been told by people that drawing the maple leaf of Canada is quite easy. I've attempted it on the dry erase board, but I'm going to give it another shot here on camera to do, and we're going to see how easy it is. Now, the person who I watched how to draw it said you make 3 points at the top, 3 points on the left, 3 points on the right, and 3 points on the center. And as you can see, it didn't turn out much better. So my attempt at a Canadian maple leaf was quite horrible. Overall, though, I will say our friends to the north have a very beautiful flag. This flag has been the official flag of Canada for some time now, although it's not the original flag. This flag was adopted in 1965 and replaced the flag that was before it, obviously, that had a Union Jack in it. And that flag has been co-opted by some alt-right groups in Canada in a way that the Betsy Ross flag has been co-opted by alt-right groups in the United States. But the current flag of Canada is a very beautiful flag. I'm a big fan of it. And to our friends and neighbors to the north, Happy Canada Day.